So, und wir machen direkt weiter im Sportcluster und zwar wieder auf Englisch. It's getting more and more interesting for me. That was a great talk, but now it's more my kind of sport. We're talking about yoga, actually. And there's a new kid on the block in Yoga City. Asana Rebel, a Berlin-based app that collected 20 million euros in the last 2 rounds in the last year. So we're going to have the CMO of Asana Rebel called Annabella Da Encarnacao, which is one of the most difficult names to pronounce today for me, and she will explain us now how she wants to turn that amount of money into customers. Welcome, Annabella. Hey, great to have you here. The stage is yours. Have fun. I take my water with me.
I keep my bottle.
Yeah, please, please. If you need anything, just call me.
Yes.
Have fun.
Hi. It's done. We've achieved it. I work for subscription model companies since 12 years, and I can finally say it. We live in a subscription business society. Welcome Netflix, Apple Plus, Spotify. You are changing our lives for the better. The average subscription company is riding on success right now. Over the past 7 years, they have grown over 300%. Their revenue is growing faster, 5 times faster than S&P 500 and US retail companies. That is amazing. Why? This is now the end of the ownership era. It is time for convenience. And the principle behind it is quite basic. Owning is a hassle. If it breaks, you need to fix it. You need to find out how. If it becomes obsolete, you need to find a new one. And quickly, you become having tons of products in your wardrobe that doesn't really spark joy, right? So looking at today's consumer, they don't want to buy and own anymore. They want to benefit from experiences. They are consumer of experiences. And they want it in all aspects of their lives. For the food, for the clothes, for the transportation, and also for the sports activity. Why? Why is it successful for them? Well, that allows them a lot of flexibility. If a need change and the expectations are not met anymore, they just say goodbye. What about for the companies? Why subscription model has become so successful? Well, conceptually, I think we can all understand why having a recurring, constant revenue stream is appealing. It also has a way higher predictability, which is very beneficial for investors. And this can become a competitive advantage for the companies. Let's look at Netflix. 2018, they spent $12 billion in content. This is 35% more than in 2017. And we expect 25% more in 2019. In the same time, Netflix announced a breaking record of $3 billion negative free cash flow for 2018 and for 2019. How is that even viable? They invest in the long term. They invest money for their future subscribers with content that they're going to produce that will appeal to the current and their future subscribers. Because they already know what their future subscribers will want to watch. There is no secret recipe. A successful subscription business model is one that has keen insights into their customers. There are 3 ways to grow a subscription models company. Either you acquire new customers, or you increase the value of your customers, or lastly, you reduce your churn. At the end of the day, customer is at the center of all. A business, a subscription business, needs to be customer-centric. If not, there will be no sustainable growth of revenue. And for that, you really need to always match the expectation of the customers, because they will always want more, higher expectations. And you need to reinvent yourself. More than ever in the history, people are taking the fitness status very seriously. If we're looking at the past decades, the whole fitness industry has changed massively. Starting with the old gyms, with the vibrating belts from the beginning of the 20th century, passing by Jane Fonda, the Fight Master, the ab roller, even the Wii Fit. The way that we experience fitness is evolving. It is flexible, and we need to embrace this flexibility as an organization. That means constantly reinventing yourself. That means creating a culture of constantly questioning, testing, evolving. Constantly rethinking our industry. This is part of our rebel side. We have started simply selling yoga mats, a very simple e-commerce platform, but there was hunger for more. Back in 2016, there was 1,000 yoga apps on the market. Not a lot of chances to make it to the top, right? Always rethinking the industry. We decided to break down the silos, to abandon every yoga style and create our own, the yoga-inspired fitness, giving yoga a more inclusive, a more urban, a more modern image. In a year and a half, we became the biggest player. And this is not the end. Again, constantly rethinking the space. We are now developing our new positioning to create engaging, healthy experiences for our customers. So your organization needs to be flexible, because tomorrow is different than yesterday. And you better be figuring out what your customers will want, deliver on that. Remember, your sustainability is based on the loyalty of your customers. So dig into your data. How can you deepen the product value that you're offering? Look at the different adoption patterns. Look where engagement is not as expected. Make your market research thoroughly, qualitatively, quantitatively. Talk to your customers. Take their stories, transform their stories into insights, and insights into new offerings, new functionalities for your product. Make it a deep product. A simple example is how we have changed our diversity at Asana Rebel. At the very beginning, we were very white, female, and very slim. When we started the internalization and talking to more customers, we realized that this lack of diversity was harmful. Experts come in all shapes and forms, and we were not capturing enough of that. So we started displaying more diverse experts. Tracy up here got the most positive comments on Facebook ads ever. That was a really beautiful story. Once you get all your insights, you will realize you don't have one customer, you have many. But there is one thing we all have in common. We all seek guidance. Especially in the sports and health area, we all have our downs. We can lack confidence. We can think we'll never make it. During those moments, we all seek this little voice that will tell us, come on, you can do it, you will do it. And what a better role for a brand to be this little voice. That means engaging your users before, during, and after the effort. Fuel their positive motivation through interactions. That means strengthening your own brand by being where your customers want to be, by their side, at their best and at their worst moment. At Asana Rebel, we have a very strong community. We love them, and they definitely love us. To the point they also share their personal stories with us. The good ones, but also the very bad ones, like very bad breakups. And we are there for those moments with them. We are there by their sides. We listen to them. We don't ignore them. Because we are all humans, and we are all want this little positive push that can give you this smile at the end of a bad day. Lululemon, in the retail industry, who also starting their subscription services, is also a great expression of their engagement towards their customers. When you enter in their shop, you'll see that the employees are dressed like they're going for a workout. They can be your gym buddies. And you're going to realize that you're suddenly talking your own fitness goals with them. That's normal. They are encouraged to do so. They're creating also personal relationship. During the weekends, some of the stores are actually open for a free fitness lesson. Great way to get involved and engaged with a brand. And lastly, Soul Cycle, who doesn't know them? With less than 100 locations, they have totally revolutionized the way that we see sports instructors. Their sports instructors are mini celebrities, followed by army of fans on social media, and they are ready to quit studios and location to follow their preferred instructors. This is crazy. As a subscription business, you need to engage with your customer base to build those relationships, because only an authentic engagement will be rewarded by a long-lasting base and a positive effect on the brand. So back to the very original question. What makes a successful subscription business, especially in the sports area? It will be one that sees the deep link between relational and transactional. It will be one that invests in its own future, in its own customers. That will require flexibility, and that requires a deep sense of servicing your customers. But it will be rewarded by a long-lasting customer base and growing revenue. As a subscription model, we are in a committed relationship with our customers, not in a one-night stand. So we have to act like it. Thank you.
Annabella, thanks very much. And I hope to see you soon in Berlin in a yoga studio, because
I will invite you.
Just 2 months ago, I became a customer, actually.
Very good, very good.
Okay.
That's a start.
Yeah, that's a start. So now you can get drunk, as you promised before.
Thank you very much.
And have fun at Omar.
I will see you later drunk.
Okay, see you at the bar.